The story revolves around a flame. That's right, a flame that is very powerful. It's wielded by the hero. We don't know how the flame came to the hero. We don't know if the hero captured the flame. What we do know is that the hero utilizes the flame to destroy the souls of not the innocent, but the evil. We're talking about demons, we're talking about, it could be witches, warlocks, you name it. The flame seeks to correct evils of the world. Now, these evils are beings, these evils are in the world, but the flame isn't necessarily defined as a device to actually defeat evils. It is used to defeat evils by the hero, but if in the wrong hands, the flame could also be used as a destructive tool. It could affect the universe in a negative way. It could destroy the universe. It is a entity that is able to create life after all, and in that sense, it could also destroy it too. So, also in that sense, the flame within the hero's grasp and the villain seeking to obtain it ends in, or actually crafts this masterful battle of good versus evil, and who will win and who will lose. So what of the villain? So the main villain of the story isn't really an entity as it is a force, and the villain could possess said forms. Could be that of the dead, it could be that of the living. What we do know for sure is that the flame acts as a boundary between worlds that this villain is able to kind of go into and from. And in a sense, this other realm, this almost universe outside of this universe, the known universe, has its own flame, its own dark flame, actually. And this villain uses this flame as a way to get into the known verse. And it's in this sense that the hero and the villain both play the same role. The only difference is that there's one that is evil and one that is presumed good. But both have flames of their own. And the two flames are each of their own universe. The known and then the other side. And the villain merely has crossed this universe, into this known verse, where we see this big conflict actually happening. But the villain, in a sense, is an entity larger than it is a force in itself. And if our hero does not destroy this villain, this entity from another world, this force that is so powerful it is able to cross, then it risks the destruction of both universes. And then it becomes the question whether this villain can actually be destroyed. I mean, it's from another universe, it has its own flame, it is destroyed, but it keeps coming back and coming after the hero. So now that we know that the villain is extremely powerful as a force in itself, and it rules another universe, it rules its flame, and all its capabilities, and it's come into the known verse, where our hero is, and our hero has his own flame, and these flames both kind of control, are the birth. Not just the birth, but they are the lifeline of the universes. So then we get into the hero, and what the hero is capable of, and well, it's anything up to the imagination, of course, with the hero and the flame. Just like the villain, just like the force. We don't even know if it's capable of dying. We do know that it can be destroyed, but forever? That we don't know. The hero, however, we deem mortal, or he would seem mortal, but we don't know enough to tell. We do know that the hero does seem to exorcise demons. We can say witches, we can say warlocks, we can say undead. Regardless of any, the hero seems to use his flame, or this flame, to end souls. I suppose another way of looking at the hero would be that the hero is in fact sort of an exorcist, creating exorcisms and vanquishing or extinguishing these foes, all these entities and forces back into the underworld, as it would be. Or in fact, two. But of course, what will the hero do about an entity or a force that's from another universe with a flame equivalent to his? I mean, for whatever we know, I mean, this may be an unending battle between good and evil, or this could actually have a winner. We just don't know if the hero is capable of killing the villain, but we do know the villain could potentially kill the hero.